never stop moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on his first quarter play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
The defense certainly did its part to counter the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Now Chubb running right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this fourth down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Early down steps to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big mighty guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run it with Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 81 yards. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The York on now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 70 yards. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Grant on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you get 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Goff. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
That was great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself, because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd call. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's out. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. To throw is gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 10 yards out. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From just shy of midfield, Watson forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They're gonna look to throw. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. To throw, Watson. Dancing to his left. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Grant. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Browns drive about to get started.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to let the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. To hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You nonsense.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson under pressure, they got him again. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Here's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Browns! hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents it from making another catch to his big start.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cooper will come in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
The first carry now. This is Williams. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd down, Swift. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go on 4th. Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff, flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. They go back to the ground with Williams. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Watson on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. To try again after the sack. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On fourth down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And here he's got Grant. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Off of play action, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence and they're going to put more points up on the board.
They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Goff on third down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Badgley's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Goff. That one complete. He finds Shark. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Yeah, this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Goff on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Williams running left. The solid stick, and I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter.
I like your identification there, because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 10. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They run it again with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
York now for the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Shoves him aside. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, Everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. There's Goff. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down and 4, Goff. Wright's got it. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Brock Wright, 32 yards. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Tackle there from James Houston. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Nick Chubb. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll run for it. Chubb. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And again, it's Chubb. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Throwing now, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up, like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And here's Jakeem Grant from his... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the draw means it'll be fourth down. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drive on the run.
Well, you got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Here we go with Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Williams will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Swift trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. Swift again, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.